So the Cubs get the ball back. Xavier Rice from the shotgun. He's going to throw.
Pass complete from Xavier Rice down the far end to John Bautista. Tackled by Dominic Johnson. No gain on the play.
No gain there for the Cubs on the pass to Bautista. Bautista also a dual sport athlete. He runs track.
Yeah, if you're just joining us now, it seems we're having some technical difficulties, but it looks like all is good right now. Loyola offense, Xavier Rice under center.
Rice looking, caught up there in the backfield. Ball comes out, but it looks like the Cubs got it back. But breach in protection there.
Yeah, definitely not what we like to see off the first play of an opening drive, but hopefully the Cubs can bounce back here.
Offensive line looking a little bit porous on that play. Not what they wanted to do. You never want to let, as a lineman, you certainly feel bad when your quarterback gets hit like that because it's your job to protect him.
Loss of 7 yards, ball on the 13. Loyola faces 3rd and 17.
It's going to be 3rd and 17 for the Cubs. Looks like it's going to be another handoff rush play to John Bautista. Definitely a favorite running back of Xavier Rice. You know, definitely been in a lot of those plays. Probably the core of that running back. Team.
Yeah. But coming up short, 4th down now for the Cubs. Looking to punt it away. Not a great position to be punting from. Almost in our own end zone, kicking this one away. So let's see if we can get a good boot here and hopefully get a nice bounce and maybe, just maybe pin the Phantoms back. Timeout's coming in. It's the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter here at Smithfield, it's 3-0 Cubs. What are your initial thoughts, J-Mac?
Well, I think that the Cubs definitely got a lucky break there with the fumble recovery and, got that field goal out of it. The Phantoms definitely pushed pretty far deep into the Loyola territory, but Loyola was able to come up with a stop, which was nice, and then that missed field goal has kept Loyola on top. So I think it's been a good game so far. As long as they keep that consistency and keep playing with a lot of effort, they'll definitely win this game.
Definitely. As we see the players switch sides here.
Stay up to date on Loyola Athletics.
Second quarter of action. 12 minutes remaining till halftime. Cubs punting it away. Long snapper, Holmes Wormald, as I said, upstanding young man. He's the dance and social coordinator for student council, so he knows how to have a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of which, there is a school dance immediately following the game, the conclusion of this game in Caruso Hall, the Cub kickback.
As they call it, the Cub kickback, yeah. I wonder what the turnout for that will be.
So the snap from Wormald a bit low, but able to get the kick away. It's a solid punt. It's going to hit the ground. Nice, favorable bounce for the Cubs. It's going to lie pretty much right at the 50-yard line. So Cathedral, 50 yards needed to score. Do you think they can get it done, J-Mac? Their offense has looked strong, but just come up just short both times.
Yeah, I know. It's a little disappointing that we haven't been able to get a touchdown out of these past few possessions. But, I think as the Loyola offense keeps wearing down this Phantoms defense, we'll definitely get some touchdowns in. Looks like Phantoms offense be spotted at the 50-yard line.
So the Phantoms right at midfield. They're going to pass again. No surprise there. Certainly pass heavy. They're going to find, that's going to be his favorite target. Is that Xavier Jordan, number 2? I mean, he looks like a...
Tackle established by Scott Taylor.
And that's Donovan Beckham. He is an outstanding player for Cathedral. He's got 24 receptions as a wide receiver and 2 touchdowns, averaging almost 50 yards per game. But he's also a stud on the defensive side with 33 tackles and 5 picks. As they're going to find their running back in the backfield. Nice tackle there by number 45 for the Cubs.
Yeah, like you were talking about, those two-way players are really vital for many football teams. You know, their athleticism is used on both sides of the ball, and you know, they just really turn up big for their respective teams.
Definitely. So first down here for the Phantoms. Fun fact, they're called the Phantoms because their school is built on top of a graveyard. That's true. As they're going to run it, fake pass, going to give it for minimal gain. It's becoming a bit windy here. Do you think that might end up being a factor?
Yeah, just a little bit. You know, trajectory of the ball can go off. It will probably affect the Phantoms' passing game, which will be interesting to see as they rely on it so heavily. But yeah, the wind is definitely a factor in all sports.
Second and 10, Cathedral on the Loyola 38.
Number 11, Xavier Jordan. He's the holds those offers there on the left side of the screen. He certainly he looks like a Division I athlete. Just looks bigger than a lot of these kids. As these Cubs are going to get the pressure, but the quarterback's going to roll out. And he's going to find Xavier Jordan. Excellent catch and throw on the run there for the Phantoms. This quarterback's having a pretty good night.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we see that Phantoms' pass game is just immaculate right now. Definitely marching down the field. This is their second drive where they've marched pretty far into Cubs territory. But again, the Wolfpack, the Cubs defense, we'll have to see what they do here. Definitely not letting up a lot.
Screen pass. Cubs. And, they get him in the backfield, but he breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and he gets wrapped up ball comes loose. But the whistle was blown. The whistle was blown. Cubs celebrating like they got it. But the whistle was blown dead. I mean, saw about 9 blue helmets going to the ball there. And that's the mentality they want to have. They want to have everyone going towards the ball no matter what, because you never know when they'll break a tackle and you'll be the one that they need.
Yeah, when I used to play, we called it the gang tackle, you know, just having as many guys after the ball as possible to ensure minimal yardage from the opposing team.
Definitely, it's pretty tough to break a tackle when there's 10 guys on top of you. So Cathedral in the shotgun. I think they've been through the shotgun almost every single snap. He's going to throw deep here for number 4, and he makes the outstanding grab. That's Donovan Beckham, I believe. Wow. That's actually Ross Nixon. Great catch there for this Cathedral.
Yeah, that's just textbook receiving right there. You know, had some coverage, but was able to haul on that ball for Cathedral touchdown here with 8 minutes left in the first half.
That seems like it's been a bit of a long time coming. Just how strong their passing offenses be. Just for their first passing touchdown to be now, it feels like they should have had one earlier.
Yeah, defense has been good against that, but looks like a field
kick is up and good.
Yeah, point after attempt. It's good.
So 7-3 Phantoms. Cubs offense looking to get it back. They haven't looked great, J-Mac.
Yeah, you know, Loyola defense, you know, I was really hoping they'd come out a little bit stronger, but, you know, we'll have to see if they kind of turn up the intensity, see what they can do here. You know, they did a good job stopping some of that Cathedral pass game, but, of course, now we can see that that pass game just kind of overrode the Cubs defense.
Number 5, Justin Webster in here on special teams. I was speaking with him earlier today about what makes this game and this season so important. Obviously, his senior season, he wants to go out on top with a bang. He also wants to be a mentor for the younger kids. He said this season he's dedicated to players like some of his young friends, Crowley Sullivan, Nathan Guerrero, Alex Michaels, players like that who are the future of Loyola football. He wants to be an inspiration for them.
Yeah, definitely setting up for the next generation. See a kickoff from Cathedral.
Desi Valdez is going to get it. He's going to stumble on the touchback. So Desi had a bit of a trip in the end zone there.
Yeah, stumbled. Looked like he was going to turn and run there, but you know, touchback is always it's not a bad way to start possession, but definitely would have liked a little bit of yardage from there.
Yeah, definitely. Desi talk about an athlete. He would have been a great sprinter track season, but he had a pretty bad leg injury, which sidelined him for most of the summer, too. So he's coming back off of injury and having a great season on varsity as a sophomore. Certainly impressive as Xavier Rice is going to throw. He's going to find Cueva on a screen pass and absolutely nothing.
Yeah, the screen passes I've noticed haven't been working out really to the Cubs' advantage. We'll see if Xavier tries to switch it up towards the end of this first half and go into the second half.
Now, I'd love to see, let me know what you think about this, but I would love to see a bit more aggressive play calling here for the Cubs. I feel like been seeing, to be honest with you, the offense has not looked great so far. Protection, not really been good. Not a lot going on the ground so far.
Yeah, it seems we've been running a bit of a conservative offense, but it hasn't been the most effective here.
Hopefully the line can step up a bit and we can get some pocket presence, as there's going to be a lot of movement on the line. Looks like it's going to be 72 Champ Westbrooks with the false start. And Champ, great player, but
all great players make some mistakes. That's just a discipline issue at the end of the day. As we were talking about for the Phantoms, their penalties really have set them back, but it looks like it's starting to do the same to the Cubs.
Definitely. Definitely Loyola football. Definitely a storied program, as John Bautista's going to make a man miss, but only get a few.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 17 right now for the Cubs.
3rd and long here. Do you think they take a shot? I mean, that would be really, if they play conservative here, that would really show that Coach Cassani doesn't have a lot of trust in his weapons, and that his QB will get a strong enough pocket to throw one downfield. But 3rd and 13, you'd think that they take a shot, but let's see. Man in motion, and Rice, no protection there. He's immediately,
but it looks like John Bautista is going to break free. And what a great play from the Cubs.
Exactly what they needed to jumpstart the offense. That play hopefully was a metaphorical defibrillator, reviving the Cubs' dead offense so far.
Yeah, definitely one of those plays we like to see. Definitely gets morale up a little bit. We're thinking Cassani was going to go for some more conservative play calling, but he kind of looked into his trick bag there. Nice, looks like inside pass.
Whistle's coming in again.
For the flag.
A lot of pre-snap penalties here. It's going to come against the Cubs again, and talk about a momentum killer, coming after a huge gain of 30-plus yards to get a 5-yard penalty. You're looking at 15. Not good.
Yeah, and that's like one of those discipline problems like we were talking about. Those penalties really start adding up, as we were saying.
They really do. Rice going to hand it off. Gain of maybe 3. This broadcast, this live stream, brought to you courtesy of the John Muller Broadcast Club. Shout out to Mr. Carbajal, who runs it. Wind is picking up here. Let's see if that'll be a factor here in the ladder going.
It's like Xavier in the shotgun.
Man in motion. They're going to find Desi Valdez in the backfield, and he falls again. Wow. Second time he's tripped. You wonder if maybe he's, we both, me and J-Mac both play lacrosse. You wonder, sometimes you can have your eye on the goal when you haven't even caught the ball yet. You wonder if that's a similar thing to what happened. Was he already looking upfield before he, got his footing?
Yeah, I think so. He just was kind of a few too many steps ahead. Wasn't thinking about the catch, and just kind of tripped up there. But definitely shows a lot of commitment out of that player. It was Desi Valdez.
Number 20, Jake Ariana here in the receiving corps. He's having a good year. Phantoms jump offside. That's number 1, Ashton T. Sanders. And Ashton T. Sanders with the offsides there, but he is another outstanding player. He's a 3-star recruit on 24/7, 23 solo tackles, 6.5 sacks, 18 tackles for loss, and he holds offers from elite schools, probably the best football school in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, as well as powerhouses like Wisconsin, UCLA, and Cal. So he's a player to watch there on the D-line. He might be some of the reason that Xavier Rice has been forced to roll out quite a bit.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of D1 talent on the Phantoms.
Oh, yeah. Looking over the middle, throw is going to be just high over Ariano's head. Jake Ariano, great player both sides of the ball. He's looking to find the end zone for the first time tonight. No touchdowns on the year. 106 yards. You have to get 6.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a dangerous pass there. You know, it almost went in the hands of the Phantoms. It looked like safety. So Xavier's got to be a little careful there. The aggressive pass game we've been seeing this drive.
So the big play, all for naught. Cubs offense stalls out around midfield yet again. And punting yet again. Another good snap there by Holmes Wormald. Shout out Holmes as a kick. Very nice kick. He's going to return at number 2. That's Donovan Beckham, I believe. He's ganged up on around the 10.
Yeah, it shows that kind of the advantage of teamwork there. You know, the gang tackle really helped them out. Kept the Phantom special teams from getting away with one.
Now, one thing, a lot of excitement here in the Loyola football program about this freshman team this year, huh, J-Mac?
Yeah, definitely. You know, freshman football for the Cubs has been very successful, and, you know, they have, like, that strong bond all coming to Loyola at one time, and, you know, a lot of freshmen I know have been playing freshman football, and they've had a great time.
Looking at it, they have one more game remaining to complete the unbeaten season, a feat that hasn't been accomplished in 44 years. Last time this happened, Star Wars was just in theaters, and Tom Petty was on #1 charts of the radio, so certainly would be pretty spectacular if they do. Cathedral passing again. It's going to be a screen pass, no gain.
Pass complete from Even Moss to Xavier Jordan, who runs out of bounds.
Here we see Xavier Jordan again, target receiver. You know, he seems to be the most popular choice of the Phantoms quarterback tonight.
Definitely, he's an elite receiver. D1 talent right there, and it shows. I mean, would you agree that there's a pretty big difference between someone who's going to go on to play at the next level? You can pretty much tell.
Yeah, definitely. Aiden Moss, quarterback
Passing
for the Phantoms.
again. Quarterback rolling out to the right. He's going to run for it. He's going to get solid gain there. For a broken play, he's going to end up getting a good amount of yards.
Looks like we got 4 minutes left in this first half. Score is still pretty low, only 3-7 with the Phantoms up, though. Let's see, though, if the Cubs defense can get a stop here.
Now at the 18-yard line.
It's going to be 3rd and 2 on the Phantom 17-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 1. Once again, 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 here for Cathedral would be a huge stop here for the Cubs if they could come up with it. The defense, they've looked strong so far. Just one big play there for the Phantoms as whistles come in. Going to be a timeout here. But the defense has looked really strong. One big play there, but overall, they've had that bend but don't break mentality. Hopefully they don't even bend here, actually.
Just break. You know, we saw in the Chaminade game right before the end of the first half, the Loyola Cubs made a huge stop on the goal line. Not as dire of a situation here, but hopefully we see the same sort of strategy in the Cubs defense.
Loyola Athletics, all together one word. And Facebook using the keywords Loyola Athletics.
So if you're the Cathedral offensive coordinator, what play are you drawing up here, 3rd and 1? Are you going? You're keeping it on the ground, I would think, right?
Yeah, I'd say keep it on the ground, although I will say it looks like the ball is being spotted at the far right hash. I would maybe go for like a sweep, kind of left sweep to the side to open space, see if you can get, you know, those 2 yards, of course, but then maybe more of a run there.
I like that idea. Well, let's see. Defense in a 3-point stance already. They're looking to pounce to D-line, that is. They're looking to pounce on this one. In the shotgun here, and they're going to run it up the middle. It's going to get the first down and more. A little bit more.
Yeah, the Cubs really stacked up on defense there, right on the line of scrimmage, but sadly could not come up with the stop. as it is 1st and 10 for Cathedral, although only on their own 18-yard line, so there's definitely more space for error for the Cubs. Definitely more time to get that stop they were looking for.
From the 24.
So Cathedral, the drive continues. They're up 7-3. How important would it be to jump out to extend their lead here?
I mean, I think it would be very important. We see a pass for Phantoms. Yeah, as I was
Xavier Jordan
saying,
again.
I think it would be very important for the Phantoms, get that lead, get a comfortable lead going into halftime. Only a 4-point difference right now in the game. But yeah, a score for them would be crucial. Crucial
Definitely.
momentum.
3 minutes left here in the first half. Cathedral does get the ball, I believe.
Yeah, because we received it, beginning of the first half.
So it would be pretty damaging if Cathedral would score a touchdown here and get the ball back, as they're going to throw and pass deep downfield. Number 5 wide open. Broken coverage there, makes a man miss. He's got no one. Foot race to the end zone, and he is in there. Phantom score 14-3. Cathedral extends on their lead. I mean, what happened there? That was clearly a broken coverage. That man was wide open, and yeah.
Yeah, the Phantoms offense just found that open gap and took advantage of it, and it was just off to the races from there. Can't really knock him down for that one. That was just some good football.
Cathedral, their fans loving it, their cheerleaders loving it, their sideline loving it. They jump out, extend their lead 13-3, as the extra point is good, making it 14-3. I mean, 2 big plays.
Yeah, definitely a tough break for the Cubs. Hopefully they can, come back pretty strong in the second half, although it's not looking too good. Because, as we were saying, Phantoms do get the ball, are receiving beginning of the second half.
What can the Cubs do to limit the big play like that? They've been burned on it more than once.
I think it's just defensive grit and concentration a lot. I think they're kind of giving up a lot of little things, and it's just a lapse in judgment and concentration.
Definitely. Would you consider running a prevent? I mean, I don't know. Something going on here as the ref is coming to talk to the kicker.
Phantoms kicking off here.
Kick is up. Strong kick, but it's returnable for Desi. Stays on his feet this time. He's going to take it up the middle. Cuts out to his left. Makes a man miss. Gets through another. And he's going to be taken down around the 20 as a flag comes in. Could be a horse collar on the Phantoms.
Yeah, we'll have to see. As we were saying at the beginning of the game, a lot of those calls go unnoticed in high school football, the horse collar, the targeting and stuff like that. So definitely a little bit dangerous for these high school players, but it looks like nobody's been hurt, thankfully.
If you had to compare Xavier Rice to one NFL quarterback, what would you say his most similar aspect would be?
Yeah, I was talking about this with one of our other associates, Tate, during the Chaminade game, and we were saying he and the Chaminade quarterback kind of seemed like they were modeled after Lamar Jackson type quarterback. Not a lot of passing, or not too much passing, but a lot of running and scrambling out of pocket. Definitely some big quarterbacks too.
Definitely. It's almost like having another running back in there. As John Bautista's in motion out wide, he's going to run a pressure gets to Xavier again. He's going to have to throw it up out of bounds. No chance for anyone. Offensive line, has not looked great. I don't know much about. I can't really, I don't know all the ins and outs to identify the offensive line, but I know that when the quarterback is under pressure, almost every single passing attempt, it's not good.
Yeah, like we were saying, though, that Phantom's defensive line is definitely powerful. I think you were saying a lot of D1 offers.
Definitely offer some schools of the like of Notre Dame. Probably one of the premier college football institutions in the country as Xavier Rice takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. Nothing doing.
It looks like the Cubs will have to switch it up a little bit more with the run game. We haven't had a lot of variation here tonight, but hopefully they can, run a play that gets the Phantoms back on their toes. Looks like Xavier Rice is going to be in the backfield for this one, possibly a pass play. Snap.
Snap going to throw it deep downfield. Oh, a lot of coverage there, and it's picked off.
Intercepted by the Phantoms defense. Definitely not what we want right now.
Phantoms are loving it.
Yeah, still 2 minutes left in the first half.
That would be, man. See, the pressure got to him again. Xavier, he has a very strong arm, and when you give him the pocket and he has the presence, he's able to make accurate throws deep downfield, but when he's forced out on the run like that, it's much, much, much more difficult.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Xavier just needs that kind of space to play his own type of game, and definitely can make those passing connections when he's in the right environment. Right there we see, just lapse of judgment and unfortunately an interception.
So the Phantoms take over again. Not great. The offense for Loyola still looking good as a screen pass. Oh, they're going to go for a flea flicker deep downfield. Incomplete.
Looks like there's a lot of commotion right now.
Cathedral fans wanted the call there on the pass interference. I mean, just keeping it real, J-Mac, that looked like pass interference as the boos come showering in at the ref. We don't need that.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about before, a lot of these calls in high school football go unnoticed. We were talking about an earlier possible pass interception on the Cubs, and now this time we see it on the Phantoms, but, just unfortunate to see.
Definitely. Some profanities being hurled from the Cathedral bleachers at this referee. Stay classy.
Yeah, definitely not liking the referee right now after that call.
So it's second down. Defense got there.
Scrambling.
And he finds his man, number 2, Donovan Beckham, I believe.
Yep, that's Donovan Beckham, that two-way player we were talking about, cornerback, defensive back, and also wide receiver. And he's also a senior. Pretty big dude, too, 6 foot, 180. Really big for a defensive back.
Cathedral moving downfield into Cub territory. The 35-yard, and they're going to throw another screen. Number 11, Xavier Jordan to the outside. Gets a few. And a Cub is down. You hate to see this. Let's see. Let's check on him. Not a lot of movement there from the Cubs as the training staff, Tim Moziki and Joe, come out to check on him. Let's see. Hopefully he's okay. One thing, if you're a Loyola Cub and you get injured, you're going to be receiving the best care. Tim Moziki, known as just a smiling presence around campus, always a bright and happy face.
Yeah, Joe, Tim, Adriana, they're all great staff we have, great medical staff. See him helping out. Looks like number 33, tight end and defensive lineman, Keenan Cobbett.
Keen. He moved from Oregon his junior year to come to Loyola, and he's made an impact on the defensive line as he goes down there, but he walks off under his own power, so you certainly like to see that.
Yeah, hopefully not too serious of an injury, maybe a rolled ankle or maybe just a hard hit, but hopefully we'll see him back out there on the field.
Tough break there for the Cubs as Cathedral. His QB's going to run it. He gets wrapped up. Big hit there, number 10.
Yeah, that's number 10. 100 tackles in I think it was 8 or 9 games, and that's just insane numbers for Zach.
Yeah, Zach Perry is definitely a standout player for the Cubs defense. Certainly, the plays being made on the defensive side of the ball. Good chance at Zach Bowles. He seems like he's everywhere.
Looks like a little under a minute left in this first half. Cathedral has the opportunity to do something here, taking that timeout just to regroup. But they are on the Cubs' 31-yard line. Definitely still a good amount of time to make a play here. We'll see what they'll do.
56 seconds remain. Third down. Do you play it safe and go for the field goal, or do you take a shot if you're in the coach?
If I were Cathedral right now, I'd try to get a little bit closer to the goal line, but of course go for the field goal. You know, you can't get too greedy in a situation like this. They're already up by 11 points. A three-point lead right now would definitely be good for them.
Most definitely. Zach Jordan out wide for Cathedral. See if they're going to target him. He's going across the middle. He's going to find it. He's going to run through the middle. Breaks a tackle. Breaks one tackle. Gets brought down for a short gain, a couple yards. Makes his field goal a little bit easier on the Cathedral kicker.
Yeah, definitely a good quarterback, though, we're seeing on the Phantom side. Look at
this. Their offense is staying out on the field.
It looks like they are going to go for the touchdown here. Or at least the first down.
Pretty gutsy play. Maybe try and draw him off sides. I don't know. They're going to pass it from the shotgun. Cathedral under pressure, and he's taken down at the 40-yard line by the Wolf Pack.
Yeah, that's definitely the grit we like to see out of the Loyola defense. You know, just great play. Finally get the sack on that quarterback, who seemed a little bit untouchable there for a second. But definitely a good play for the Cubs.
Definitely junior Isaiah Sanders and sophomore Scott Taylor in on that sack, sharing it in the stat sheet. Great play their way to penetrate this strong Cathedral O-line. As the Cubs offense takes the field, they have 19 seconds to score. Khalil Cueva out wide, Wilkie Wiles in the slot as flags come in.
Yeah, you know, it looks like the Cubs aren't going to get the ball the first receiving kickoff for the second half. So they really have nothing to lose here with this offensive possession. If I were the offensive coordinator, I would go for probably a deep play, trying to get that touchdown just to even out the score a little bit more in this first half.
Snap comes in, Xavier Rice deep in the shotgun, another flag.
Definitely a lot of emotion from the Cathedral sideline right here, as we can hear.
Definitely animated.
Yeah, definitely.
As that flag
really
goes against the Phantoms. What do you think has to explain the lackluster attendance by the students tonight, J-Mac?
You know, I think it's just low school morale. You know, our team hasn't been as strong as we thought they would be. You know, I see a couple Cubs out there, but you know, I think it's just football games, especially this late in the season, have lost a bit of their shine.
Yeah. Hopefully for the playoffs. I'm sure the St. Francis game will be a pretty big deal. It's always a huge rivalry, especially for kids from the east side. As Xavier Rice is going to throw, maybe time for 2 more plays, and he gets absolutely locked up, and he's going to try and throw it. Are they going to count that? Oh, Xavier Rice slow to get up.
So definitely not what we want to see.
Hopefully he's okay.
Quarterback. Looks like the Cubs are going to go in after a pretty eventful first half.
We'll be back after halftime. Cubs looking to come back.
I'm really excited. It's Loyola's first dance, so it's also my first dance, and I'm a junior, which is, I don't know, it's different, but I'm really excited to go to the first Loyola dance.
What's up, Cubs? This is Carlos Perez bringing you the haps and recaps from around campus. Let's have a look at this year's Cubchella. This year's Cubchella was held on September 24th right here at Loyola. Put on hiatus for 3 years because of the pandemic and succeeding Camp Flogpaw way back in 2019, Cubchella was Loyola's annual first dance and definitely got the underclassmen hyped for this year.
It was pretty good. It was good. Pretty good, yeah. We had lots of fun. I don't know. There were lots of freshmen and sophomores, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. Met a few people.
Cubchella was the best experience of my life. We got turned, we got crazy, and we had a great time.
It's nice to come.
Yeah!
Cubs, keep your eye out for the Winter Formal, the annual winter dance sponsored by Loyola. And, once again, tune into Channel 304 monthly for recaps on sports, culture, and school events. Feel free to stop by P304 if you are interested in contributing to Channel 304. As always, stay safe out there, and go Cubs!
As I put it here, it's a club where young black Cubs can have a safe space to talk about their experiences as a black Cub at Loyola High School.
We plan to be inclusive and make this year fun. We have several events planned.
Exactly. The most recent event is going to be the beach day bonfire. The other black student unions from other girls' schools and stuff like that. Come out, support us, come have fun, support each other in the community, all that good stuff. And we got cornbread.
In the last couple of years, Hollis's number has kind of dwindled down. It's been limited to only seniors. But this year, with all the people around us, we really expect our numbers to go back up to what they used to be. Especially with the new Cultural Fair Day, we really hope we can share our experience with everyone else on campus. Especially with treats like this, churros.
We're all about Korean culture. We play games, watch movies, do everything that's related to Korean culture. Yeah, it's just the way of embracing Korean culture at Loyola. Yeah, it's close to K-Town. We're very representative of it.
So Chinese Club participates in a number of different activities. We celebrate Zhongqiujie, Mid-Autumn Festival. We celebrate Chunjie, the Spring Festival. We also play a lot of different games. We play mahjong, doushouqi, xiangqi. We watch movies, we watch TV shows, and we learn a little bit about culture, writing. We do some calligraphy. So lots of different activities that the club does throughout the year.
Yeah, in terms of culture, we get people exposed to different aspects of Japanese culture. We got anime, we got tradition, we got the language, and also we just got some fun activities like making shaved ice, or also every year we got good t-shirts as well. Insanely good art on every Club Japan t-shirt.
Hillel, safe space for Jewish students on campus. We just have fun, talk about all things Judaism, eat some Jewish food, watch some movies, have a good time overall.
Man, Hillel Club, it's great for those of us who are tribe, who are Jewish. You can join. If you're not Jewish, you can still join. It's about culture, it's about heritage, it's about the Old Testament. Hillel, check it out.
The club, the GSSA, the Gender Student Sexuality Alliance, created a safe space for everyone on campus.
So Club MOI is a social group for teens with special needs. A lot of our participants have autism, Down syndrome, or other disabilities, and basically for our club we get Loyola volunteers to come and be camp counselors for our participants with special needs, and we do a bunch of fun activities, like we go to the movies, we go swimming, we go hiking, and it's a lot of fun. So, yeah.
Well, we're the Children's Hospital of LA Club. We organize donation drives for the Children's Hospital. We also learn about childhood illnesses. We also have guest speakers from the Children's Hospital come and talk to us.
Hello, we're with the Web Development Club. You should join this club because we're going to make websites for the community, organizations that need it, such as charities, local parishes, anything.
We meet bi-weekly at Thursdays at lunch, which we can talk about books, super chill place to instill the habit. If you're interested, I'd sign up.
All right.
Robotics Club is where we participate in FIRST Robotics, and we create a robot in the competition. So we take a robot, we're going to announce the season, and we compete in competition.
Come if you're either curious or Catholic or both. It's a great place for peace sharing and sort of pondering the big questions with classmates and teachers and staff.
So campus ministry, we run all the retreats on campus, and we plan all the masses and are in charge of morning prayer in the morning.
Cubs Minds Matter is designed to be a mental health support group on campus. We just make sure that everyone's in their prime mental health state, and that everyone is in the prime form that they can be, and that no one is in a sad state. And we just strive for our school to be in the best mental health state possible.
All right,
go Cubs!
Last Friday, the Cubs faced the winless Crespi Celts, who had high hopes of getting a victory that night. But what had the Cubs so excited? Maybe the fact that they shut down the Celts with a 49-0 victory, earning their third win of the season. Desi Valdez had a great night, starting off with this catch, later following up with 2 touchdowns. Valdez ran the ball in from about 12 yards out, gaining the Cubs their first touchdown. Then, Valdez gained the Cubs their third touchdown after running the ball in from about 20 yards out. Xavier Rice and Wilkie Wiles had great chemistry that night, as Rice managed 245 yards, his best this season, and Wiles gained over 100 yards, a big chunk of that with this catch.
The Cubs had a great defensive performance this game, with 4 interceptions, and they shut out Crespi. One of these interceptions can be seen off the foot of a defender. Here's a clip of one of those other interceptions. Here we see another Cubs touchdown with an amazing pass from Xavier Rice to Zane Nur. Finally, we get a little glimpse into the future with this touchdown by sophomore quarterback Thomas Nile. Next week, the Cubs take on Paraclete, another 0-7 team.
What's up, Cubs? It's your senior Joshua Ferguson here with the events for October. This month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month as well as Hispanic Heritage Month. This coming Friday, we have the Crespi game at home, and it's a pink out, so make sure to wear all your pink. On the weekend, we have a freshman retreat on Saturday and Sunday. October 10th is Indigenous Peoples Day, which is also a student holiday, so we have no school. On the 12th is PSAT, and then on the 18th is going to be Cura Day. The Cathedral game at home is on the 21st of October. And then the student dance is also that same night. October 24th, we start Spirit Week, and that'll go all the way to the 29th. And then to close out the Angelus League, we play St. Francis on the 28th at home. And obviously, October 31st is Halloween. Stay spooky and go Cubs.
And we are back from Smith Field here. 20 seconds remaining at halftime. Both teams getting their stretches in, getting limber, getting warm. And we are excited, pleased to bring you, courtesy of the John Malloy Broadcast Club, thrilled to bring you, hopefully, an exciting second half of football between the Cathedral Phantoms and the Loyola Cubs. J-Mac, thoughts on the first half? Pretty Cathedral dominant, I have to say.
Yeah, definitely. That pass game from Cathedral was just lethal against the Cubs defense. They're up right now by 11 points. Got 2 nice touchdowns in the first half, and we'll have to see if the Cathedral offense can run with that momentum or if the Wolfpack can shut that down.
Most definitely, that's certainly correct here. I mean, besides that fluke, I think it's safe to say it's a fluke because the Cathedral offense has just moved the ball at will throughout the rest of this game. Besides that fluke fumble recovery for the Cubs in the early going, it really just, it's just been, they would have no points. It should be a shutout if we're being real.
Yeah, it should be, I know. I think that the Cathedral offense just got a little unlucky in the first quarter, but they've been marching down the field every possession. Even if they haven't scored, they've still been getting deep into Cubs territory. They've put up a lot of points on the board in that first half. Loyola not generally a second half team, but I don't know, maybe they can switch things up tonight.
Definitely. Yeah, Cubs usually stronger in the first half, and I really hope that's not the case because that was not a very strong first half. Concerning thing, at the end of that first half, Xavier Rice was slow to get up. Let's see if he's fine to come back for the second half. It looked like he was, but...
Yeah, it looks like he was able to walk off the field under his own power, but yeah, definitely not what we want to see, down a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, as of now, just really nothing doing. It feels like the Phantoms, the Cathedral, they've just been out physical, more physical than the Cubs, faster than the Cubs, less disciplined, I will say. There have been a few pre-snap penalties against the Phantoms here in the early goings, but
yeah, that's definitely one thing to point out. Cathedral, yeah, they've had a lot more penalties on offense, which, going into the second half, I feel like that could start being a little bit detrimental to their offense.
Definitely. But definitely, how much does penalties matter when you're throwing the ball wherever you want? Hello.
Say hi.
Hi, everyone at home. This is the Broadcast Club.
We're up in the booth.
We're up in the booth, up in the sky here, John Malloy Broadcast Club. We're excited to bring you this game. We live stream all the different sports: water polo, volleyball, and we can't wait to bring you this second half of this game. So Loyola football, would you agree that you could, with all due respect, you could call this a rebuilding year?
Yeah, most definitely. I think last year is even more detrimental because Xavier Rice was out. Yeah. We were kind of struggling with quarterbacks, but
we were struggling in the QB position, but we had a lot of really solid. Our senior class last year was really solid. You have Jacoby Kelly playing at San Diego State, Sam Yoon playing at UCLA, Taj Owens playing at Princeton. It's just not as star-studded this time, but you see all these sophomores getting a ton of playing time, these juniors really stepping up, these seniors setting the standard, and this elite freshman team looking to go undefeated. So look out for these Loyola Cubs in the next 3 years. I think this 2026 class could be one of the best Loyola football classes of all time. There's a ton of amazing players, and hopefully it'll get us to be able to compete with the likes of top schools like Bosco, Mater Dei.
Yeah, definitely a lot of strong underclassmen. We see the kickoff, Mark Hine here.
Strong kick again. Going to be taken by the Phantoms around the 5-yard line. He's going to cut to his left, up the middle, and he's running hard, making men miss, and he gets wrapped up there. Nice tackle there. That's Mark Hine, the kicker. That's the benefit of being a 6'4", 210-pound kicker. You're not afraid to lay someone out.
Yeah, Mark Hine definitely not afraid to get a little rough there. Definitely good for the kickoff team. Have that big body in the backfield.
Pretty special when you can be your own bullet. Almost giving some Pat McAfee vibes there with a big hit there after kicking it away.
Yeah, definitely a little bit. See what the Cathedral offense can do with this possession. Number 12, Aiden Moss, the backfield.
Cathedral with the ball from the shotgun. Safe to say they're probably going to be throwing it as they've thrown it almost every play this game, and they are rolling out to the right. The quarterback's going to find his man over the middle. Number 7, that's number 2. Sorry, Donovan Beckham.
Yeah, that is Donovan Beckham, senior wide receiver.
And it comes down. Let's check on him.
Cub injury, possibly a defensive lineman. Let's see who it is.
2 Cubs down, looks like.
Them being number 10, Zach Bowles, definitely not what we like to see.
That would be terrible. Zach, 10 is 10 Zach Bowles. That's just, talk about a leader of this Cubs defense. He's just someone who's number 40. Who's number 40? Number 40, John Bautista. So he's been getting a ton of carries on running back. He's playing defense too, so certainly getting a lot of action tonight, and looks like he's shaken up a bit. Zach Bowles getting up, walking. Looks like he'll be okay. He's walking to the sideline.
Yeah, it looks like that's number also 40, Isaiah Sanders, limping off a little bit. He's one of the defensive ends, very crucial to the Wolfpack there, but definitely not what we like to see going into the second half.
Isaiah Sanders, certainly a beast in the weight room. If you see him around school, you can tell that this is a guy who's a very solid football player. Huge dude.
Yeah, definitely a big body out on the Loyola defense. Going for a 3.
First down
3 and 4. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 49.
Passing again. He's going to find his man. That's Xavier Jordan, the Division I recruit. Jake Ariano on the tackle. They're pushing him out of bounds. Ariano, another dual sport athlete, plays baseball varsity level, but I heard a rumor that he's picking up lacrosse this year.
It'll be interesting to see, baseball and lacrosse, it's a hard decision to make. Both spring sports, both very good for the Loyola Cubs. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he does with lacrosse if he ends up taking that up.
Definitely. Lacrosse and football, definitely complementary sports. There's been a lot of players at Loyola who've played both. As a snap here is going to be a run up the middle. Arm tackling there by the Cubs. Not going to get the job done. And Cathedral just keeps his leg moving. He's going to get a more gain. But as I was saying, J-Mac, lacrosse and football certainly complementary. When you think of some of the great players for the Loyola Cubs, a lot of them have played lacrosse in their past. Lacrosse team captain Santi Goldthwaite played football. Henry Cassani, who's in the field right now as a linebacker, plays lacrosse.
Yeah, and even alumni like Jack Wimperl were also double sport athletes.
Definitely.
Looks like the pass is going to be incomplete.
Looks like number 72, a Champ Westbrook's, is taking some D reps, as well as being a stud on the O-line. They're using him, I think, they're using him on the D-line. So
it looks like as a nose tackle there. Definitely a big body. Definitely a great guy to have on the nose tackle there.
Yeah.
Just get things moving for someone on the defense.
For someone of that size, he's getting in the 4-point stance. 4 points of contact with the ground. Both hands. Now it's 3-point stance. But from the shotgun again, they're going to pass. No surprise here. Rolling out to his right. He's going to take it. He's going to run. He's going to get a lot of yards. Down to the 20. Out about the 18. Flags coming in after the play. Wind picking up. Certainly chilly here.
Yeah, definitely a little bit. Luckily, I came with a sweatshirt, so I'm not as chilly as you. But yeah. Definitely winds picking up. We'll have to see how that has an effect on the Cathedral passing game. Hasn't been proven to be too impactful so far.
Illegal blocking there on Cathedral. It's going to send him back, negate some of the yards from that big gain.
Again, just that discipline, you make a great play, but then it doesn't matter because of some, stupid kind of minor mistake.
Definitely. But as we were saying, how much do mistakes like that matter when you're moving the ball that well? You're just running all over the place like that.
Cathedral, the backfield looks like they're going to run up the middle for this. We'll get a few yards out of that, Definitely play a type of play you want to run on 2nd and 7. Get a little bit good yardage, set up for that 3rd down. See what they can do here with this offensive possession. Getting closer to the Cubs' red zone. Looks like the ball's spotted. Oh, it looks like a penalty, legal shift on Cathedral, so that will set him back to about the 35-yard line. And that discipline is just really kicking in right there. Definitely not what Cathedral wants to see right now.
So Cathedral, big gain, pretty much fully negated. Definitely demoralizing for an offense, but with the way they've been moving the ball tonight, I don't think they're too worried about getting back where they want to be. Snap coming in from the shotgun. He's going to throw again, as we know he likes to do. Dancing around in the backfield. Cubs got there in time. Throw is going to be up, picked off by the Cubs, but out of bounds.
Yeah, it's good though to see the Cubs going for plays like that. You know, even though he's out of bounds, still showed that effort and that integrity there. But yeah, this Cathedral quarterback just really likes to scramble. We've seen him scrambling backwards almost 5, 10, 15 yards sometimes just to avoid the sack. It's been definitely a problem for the Cubs defense here, able to get a pass off.
Yeah. So the Phantoms here from the shotgun again. I feel like they've been from the shotgun almost every time. He's passing again. Pressure gets there, but he gets to throw off, and he finds his man who stays on his feet. Donovan Beckham refusing to go down. He's pushed out pretty much right at the first down marker. They're going to mark him a little bit short. That's going to bring up a big, oh! They're going to say he got it. They're going to say he got the first down. Generous spot there, looks like, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that will bring Cathedral close to the Cubs red zone. Looks like they're on the 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line of Loyola. Yeah, definitely a lot of space here for the Cathedral offense to make a play and for them hopefully get another touchdown.
Definitely. Cubs get there in the backfield, but and they manage to get the tackle. So the Cubs defense looking a bit stronger. Would you agree?
I would agree, yeah. You know, not really letting them get pushed around as much as before in the first half. They've stopped a little bit of that that Cathedral pass game. I mean, the penalties did definitely help stall this march by Cathedral, but see what they can do here.
Perhaps seizing on the momentum of those penalties against Cathedral. This is where what you were saying. Those penalties, J-Mac, very wise observation that these penalties can add up as they did on that last possession. Scott Taylor running in hard. Number 43, Henry Kasani with the pressure. Going to throw it up to the end zone. No! Oh, heartbreaking call there for the Cubs as the flag is going to come in. Pass interference.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be pass interference on the Cubs.
Chaz Austin gets the call on him. Tough call there. I mean, that looked like good defense to me. Maybe he didn't turn his head in time or something, but
yeah, it looked like pretty okay contact. Maybe a little bit too much for the refs' liking, but
oh, we're gonna call offensive pass
interference.
Now that's a surprise.
So that's gonna set the Cathedral offense back a little bit.
Now, my question for that, J-Mac, is doesn't the ball have to be catchable for it to be pass interference? That ball looked like it was 5 or 10 yards out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, it looked a little bit long, you know. Definitely a good call by the refs, seeing that the ball was not catchable. But, you know, Cathedral sideline, definitely not liking that call.
No. Definitely been a
vocal sideline.
Been a bit of a 12th man here for the Phantoms, being very vocal, trying to influence the game in their own way. Shout out to the Mighty Roar band of the Loyola Cubs. Playing strong.
Yeah, you know, they show up with some, you know, great pride every Friday or every home game we have here.
Yep.
Officials timeout in progress.
They were saying maybe the Cubs might need to blitz a little bit just to get things moving on the defensive end. See if they can go a little bit more aggressive here.
There's an officials timeout in progress, so let's see what's going on. Looks like Coach Kasani's having a pretty intense conversation with these refs here. Not quite sure what he's debating, but I'm sure it's a well-founded argument.
A slight delay. right now as Coach Kasani was just talking with some of the refs. We're going to see what the call is. I believe the call is going to stand as an offensive pass interference.
Yep. Big break there for the Cubs.
Yeah, that'll set the Cathedral Phantoms back to the 38-yard line.
2nd and 26. That is quite
the deficit.
Quite a behind the chains, just a little bit. 2nd and 26. Cubs put in a great position to get a stop here.
See if they can do it. Snap.
Big hit there. Deep downfield, looking for the end zone. Incomplete. Had it in his hands, but knocked out.
Got a very vocal Cathedral sideline there after that play.
They want a flag coming in, but that looked pretty clean to me.
Yeah, you know, he had already made contact with the ball. And yeah, it was just good defense right there, good coverage. Can't really ask for anything else.
No, definitely cannot. Textbook, I mean, you could not have played that a different way. 3rd and 26. Should be. Cubs definitely don't want to give up anything deep. 3rd and 26.
Yeah, it's good. Cathedral's somewhat out of field goal range now.
Let's see. If you're the Cathedral offensive coordinator, are you trying to get the first down or just trying to get into field goal range?
I'd say probably field goal range just to keep it safe, especially up by this much.
Oh, but it looks like they're taking a shot here. In the pocket. Flag comes in. Not sure what that is. They're going to roll right. They're going to throw it up. Incomplete.
Nothing.
Oh, another Cub down. And he's in real pain. So, injuries are coming fast and furious as the training staff hustle onto the field.
See, looked like that number 80.
We'll try and identify that player as soon as we can for you.
Pretty sure that's number 60, Josh Flamignano. Senior defensive lineman.
Yep. And he's up.
Yeah, walking a little bit. Slow to get up.
Looks like it's something about that ankle. Could be a bit of a rolled ankle. Not to speculate, as I'm not a medical trainer, but looks like he's definitely favoring that one of his legs.
Yeah, Champ Westbrook's standout offensive lineman coming back on the field now.
Yep.
You see.
So a question I've gotten a lot, people have been curious about football. How much does drip matter when you're on the field?
You know, there's an old saying, you know, if you feel good, you play good. And I think it's definitely true to an extent. You know, if you look good, you play well, but
definitely.
I don't know, it's definitely not everything. Skill definitely wins out at the end of the day, but why not be skillful and look good while you're doing it?
Definitely. Penalty is going to be declined by the Cubs, bringing up 4th down and 26. Cathedral's going to punt it away, hoping to pin the boys back way down in their end zone.
Looks like we have a penalty declined by Cathedral. That's going to put them at the Cubs 38. Looks like this is going to be 4th and 26. And it's like a punt from Cathedral, although a trick play wouldn't surprise me here.
4th and 26. Punt is away. It's going to be a short punt, but that's what he wanted here. It's going to jump out of bounds at the 9.5-yard line.
Ball spotted right around the 10-yard line.
So here comes the Cubs offense. I wanted to talk about sophomore running back Desi Valdez. I was speaking to him earlier today, just getting his thoughts on this game and this season, his first season as a varsity player, and he was just really emphasizing just doing it for the upperclassmen. He wants them to be able to go out with a league championship, with some good wins, solid wins. He just really wants, just really emphasize doing it for one another, if nobody else. They don't care how many people are in the student section. They just want to do it for themselves. There's a run up the middle for a few yards. John Bautista.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, kind of paying paying forward to your seniors who have worked so hard and, putting in your best so that the team can operate as a unit the most successfully. Those underclassmen definitely owe it to the seniors who, for many of them, this will be their last year playing football.
Definitely.
Cubs
Seniors
deep in their own territory.
Deep in their own territory. It's so important as an upperclassman to be an example. As Desi Valdez is in motion, he's going to be running a wheel route out of the backfield. And that was just... Respectfully, that was just... I'm not sure about that read right there. Looks like that DB, that corner, was lurking right there. So could have been a pretty easy pick six if the corner had reacted just a millisecond quicker.
Yeah, definitely a dangerous play there. I don't know really what Xavier was thinking with that screen pass. Definitely almost picked off.
Definitely, especially when you're at your own 13-yard line. But let's see, can the Cubs get anything going? 3rd and 7. Let's see. Up the middle. He's going to bounce a little bit outside with it, and I think he's going to be short. Short. 4th down. And they're staying on the field.
Looks like they're go for it.
Another gutsy decision. Let's see if they're going to try and draw him offside. Yeah.
Not going to work this time now.
Let's see. Another trying in vain to get some movement on the Cathedral offensive line.
Definitely trying to get the Cathedral defense to jump here. Looks like they're not going to fall for it this time. And that
timeout
for the Cubs.
So certainly a bit of strategy right there, as you may have noticed.
Yeah, we saw it work for the Cubs one time on, I think it was 4th and 5, the first half, but of course, Cathedral has learned from their mistakes and they don't bite on it that time.
Definitely a great coaching staff here for the Cubs, headed by Coach Grassani. Coach Grassani is in his 4th or 5th year here, I believe. And he's just led this program to a lot of success, a lot of CIF playoff runs, a lot of wins, Angelus League title last year. I mean, he's just been an outstanding coach, and he's been a big part of turning this football program around and hoping to bring glory and fame to the Loyola name.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a trick play, and he rolls to the outside. See if he can get the ball comes loose.
Cubs get it. Cubs get it. Let's see where they spot him.
Will be enough for the first down. I think so if the Cubs come up with it. Looks like they do. Henry Cassani.
Henry Cassani gets the recovery. So the sophomore, the young buck, if you will, gets the recovery there.
Yeah, recognize that name Cassani. Coach Drew Cassani is the uncle, actually, of Henry. And his older brothers who also went to Loyola.
Yeah, certainly Loyola football. You could say it's a family affair, right? Scott Taylor, another standout. His brother Drew Taylor played football here. A lot of fathers, sons, a lot of brothers on this team. Although we're all brothers here at Loyola, but some in the more literal sense of the word. As Mark Hines gonna roll out too, and a lot of pressure. He's gonna just throw one up to the outside. It's pick.
And through the hands of
Donovan
defensive.
Wow. I mean, that was
tough break for Cathedral. Definitely would have been a game changer, that pick right there, giving the Cathedral offense another shot at the touchdown.
Certainly, that was some low-hanging fruit there. Unable to grasp the fruit and get possession. So tough there. Tough break for the Phantoms. That could have been the dagger, if you will.
Yeah, the nail in the so-called Loyola coffin there, but luckily they survive.
And here's the snap. Xavier's going to throw it from the backfield. Number 20, Jake Ariano, makes one man. Gets wrapped up, going nowhere.
And not a lot of progress, not a lot of marching plays from the Cubs offense today. We have seen a few good runs through a few good breakthroughs, and of course that fumble recovery early in the first half, but not a lot of marching done by Loyola at this time.
I like the aggressive play call to go for it with that fake punt. I think that shows some confidence in Coach Kasane showing some confidence in his boys, which I like to see. Let's see. I mean, this Cathedral D-line has just been dominant all game, and they get pressure again as Xavier takes a shot downfield, and it's picked off.
Yeah, you just kind of got to give it to Cathedral there.
That was a good throw, good ball, 50-50 ball. Wilkie Wiles just into double coverage, good throw, good read, good attempt on it. Just slightly better by Cathedral. They take over. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, and it's looking bleak here at Smithfield for these Loyola Cubs.
Yeah, defensive back is all about anticipating the play. I remember when I used to play, I was a cornerback, and
as was I.
Yeah, you just kind of anticipate that pass, especially a lofty one from Xavier there, and that's how he got the jump on that Loyola receiver.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely game changer, that pick right there, giving Cathedral another offensive possession. Looks like another
timeout by the Phantoms. Cathedral, if I'm not mistaken, they have a very strong alumni base. I believe that the Archdiocese at one point was planning to close the school, and a group of Cathedral alumni got together because it wasn't, I don't know, but a group of Cathedral alumni got together as a community and raised enough money to keep it open and even buy new facilities. They have an excellent state-of-the-art gymnasium. Great facilities there at Cathedral. Beautiful school. There's a great view of downtown. As do we. It's just opposite sides. We're looking at it from the west. They're looking at it from the east. So, as we were saying, these two teams pretty geographically close. Can't get much closer, actually.
Yeah, definitely similar locations, similar schools. And going into this game, we thought it would be a pretty good matchup, although the score's not going quite as well as the Cubs had hoped. Still 3-14, Phantoms leading.
So Cathedral getting set here with yet another drive. They didn't score in their last one. Penalties really killed them there. They were there when they got a playoff and didn't get penalties. They were looking strong. Well, the penalties have been killer.
Yeah, but that's what you just expect with high school football. Passing. It's like it's not
Is that PI? Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like it is going to be pass interference.
He didn't turn his head. I mean, tough call there. Good coverage, but you got to turn your head and look around at the ball. It's an easy call for the official when they don't even make an effort to turn their head. Good coverage.
Yeah, definitely as a defensive back, you want to be more focused on where the ball is going other than your wide receiver you're defending, but looks like it's going to be first down for the Phantoms, 1st and 10 on the Loyola 41. But yeah, we'll see what Cathedral can do with this possession. They have been marching throughout this entire game. They did get stopped by the Loyola defense last drive, thankfully, but we'll see if they can puncture the Loyola defense here, get another touchdown for them.
Let's see. Loyola defense, the big play has burnt them. Both of their touchdowns coming on big plays, as they're going to throw a pass to Xavier.
Yeah, Xavier Jordan again. We're seeing him a big target of
Aiden Moss.
Yeah, Aiden Moss, the Cathedral quarterback today.
Aiden Moss having a stellar game. Just hitting a lot of passes, difficult passes on the run. When the pocket collapses, he keeps his poise. They're going to throw again in the backfield. As there's a flag coming in, not sure what that is. As about 9 Loyola Cubs getting out of him and to bring him down. Flag on the play. Let's see what that is.
Yeah, this flag could go either way here. 2nd and 5. Kind of the middle ground right now of the drive for Cathedral.
Pass complete from Aiden Moss out to Ross.
We'll see what this flag turns out to be. Looks like it's a flag on the Phantoms. bringing them about 10 yards back.
And that just continues to be a big theme. I mean, when they're playing, Cathedral's moving the ball, but these penalties are just shooting them in the foot. They just can't get anything going.
Yeah, definitely a lot of yards lost so far from Cathedral. Just from penalties alone is a discipline problem for them, as we can see here.
Definitely. So, here we go. Shout out to everyone watching from home. A lot of movement there up front by the Cubs. Looks like that's Scott Taylor looking to get in there. It's going to be a QB draw, and he's going to get some yardage before he's hit by Jake Ariano and Zach Bowles, number 20 and number 10. Aiden Moss going to get some of that yards back. They lost to penalties, but they did lose a lot of yards, so let's see what they can do.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Phantoms on the Loyola 41-yard line. Definitely a lot of room for opportunity for the Phantoms, but definitely a good place for the Loyola defense too. Kind of that middle ground.
Flags coming in.
It's like maybe a jump on the Cathedral offense. Possible false start.
Just want to give a big shout out to everyone watching here right now. We got people tuning in all the way from across the country, to real close to Loyola, to Sherman Oaks.
Yeah, all over Los Angeles. Of course, this game has been brought to you by John Malloy Broadcasting Club, led by Mr. Carvajal.
Big running back in the Cathedral backfield, looking like Bo Jackson as they're going to pass here. They're going to go deep downfield, deep pass, and he makes the grab in tight coverage, triple coverage. Comes up the catch, and he's stunting on the defense.
Yeah,
that's Ross Nixon.
Yeah, number 4,
but there's a
Ross
penalty.
Nixon.
Let's see. I mean, that would be crazy.
Regardless, though, this
and it's on Cathedral again.
It is on Cathedral.
I mean, this is crazy. I feel like the clock is stopping almost every play due to these penalty yardage.
I know, it's really costing Cathedral offense. Regardless, though, I think that really showed kind of the pass game of Cathedral and how strong it is for them. No, it did get called back. Good break for the Cubs, though. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 15 on. Looks like maybe even further down the 40-yard line.
Now let's see. Cathedral's a big running back. Looking like Bo Jackson out there. Shout out to Bo. Let's see if they're going to run the ball a bit more as this second half progresses to run the clock. What do you think about that?
Well, I feel like Cathedral, they're definitely going to still play with some ferocity. They might try to slow play it a little bit, seeing that they're in the lead, and try to bleed the clock as much as they can on offense. But yeah, they're definitely looking for another touchdown, especially after that catch.
Back to throw again. I mean, I feel like they've thrown on 9. Oh! Brought down in the backfield. Number 40 for the Cubs.
That would be Isaiah Sanders, junior for the Cubs. Definitely a good player. We saw him get hurt a little bit earlier this game, but it's good to see him back out there.
4th and 30. Pretty safe to say they're not going to go for it here on 4th and 30 as that clock continues to roll down. About 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Who's back deep?
Looks like it's Champ Westbrooks, Isaiah Sanders.
Looks like Wilkie Wiles is back deep to receive for the Cubs. Let's see what we can do here. High snap. Cubs almost blocked the punt. It's going to take a bounce. Wilkie's going to pick it up. Run by one guy.
Oh, what a snag there.
He's going to keep going as he pushed to the floor at about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, great run from the punt there. You know, received it back around the 30-yard line. Definitely got a good amount of yardage from that. But yeah, just great execution by Wilkie Wiles. Nice snag too off the bounce.
Wilkie Wiles looking slippery out there. Coming out there, making one man miss, making another miss, just sliding through the defense like that. Slipping and sliding through this Phantom defense. Safe to say, so far this Phantom defense has spooked the Loyola offense, as Phantoms are known to do. hopefully that trend comes to an end on this drive as the Cubs step up.
Yeah, definitely. We kind of underestimated the Cathedral defense going into this game, but they definitely have been shown to be a force to be reckoned with.
Definitely, and I think it comes all I think it all comes down to the domination in the trenches here by Cathedral.
Looks like the ball is going to be spotted a little bit closer to the 30-yard line. Not really what the Cubs are looking for right there. Loss of field positioning there, but it'll be first down and 10 on the Loyola 33.
Xavier Rice under center.
Looks like that's going to get them nowhere, fortunately. Only about a minute left in the quarter. Not much from either side's offense. It's been a very defensive quarter so far. Still same score as at half. It's 3-14. Phantoms leading.
You know, Loyola is a place where you can just do what you want. You can play football if you want. You can join a club. You can get politically active. I mean, think of all the sports teams, all the clubs we have. We have, as Xavier Rice is back to pass, he's going to pass over the middle and complete. Think of all the clubs we have, J-Mac. We have, broadcasting club like this. A lot of political clubs, young conservative clubs, the feminism club. Just a lot of different opportunities here to be yourself, and I think it's really admirable about Loyola.
Yeah, definitely. I think that, and as the years go on, so many different clubs are being established. There's really a club for everyone, and you can find really your strong suit while you're here, along with other sports and extracurriculars. A lot of service too, community service. To see Xavier Rice shotgun.
Some movement up there. It's going to be a penalty against Loyola. So after the big return, Cubs going backwards. 20 yards of penalty yardage just in this last two plays. So.
Yeah, definitely not what we like to see here. Xavier Rice is back to throw. It looks like he will make the connection.
Nice.
Close to the 50-yard line.
Oh, Cathedral down.
So it will be first down Loyola, but we do have a Cathedral player down.
Looks like that's Tyrell Wilson. But signs of life from this dormant Loyola offense so far. Maybe they're waking up out of their hibernation like the grizzly bear awaking from their slumber in the Alaskan wilderness. Hopefully these Loyola Cubs are coming back to make this a game. 14-3. I mean, Cathedral's dominated the time of possession. They've about a million more yards than the Cubs. But at the end of the day, they are within striking distance. The Cubs get a touchdown. And it's a 14-10 game.
They're back in the game for sure if they get a touchdown here.
Even if field goal makes it a one-possession game.
Exactly. We just have to see the Cubs connect here, you know. So far in this game, they've gotten really close to that end zone and just haven't been able to connect. A little bit in the beginning with field goal, but no touchdowns yet from the Cubs. Hopefully they can pull through here.
Khalil Cueva out on the right side here for the Cubs. On the line as the ex-receiver. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to run. He's going to go backwards. Xavier steps up in the pocket. He's going to roll out. He's going to find Khalil down the sideline. It's going to be a short game. The Cathedral defense coming hard and fast, and they get in there.
Definitely a hard hit, but Khalil seems to be fine. You know, we see him bouncing around there. He's definitely a very agile player. A little bit on the smaller side when it comes to offensive backfield, but definitely still pretty agile and pretty fast. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Cubs on their own 47. Looks like that will be the end of the quarter for us here.
We're going to be switching sides here. 3 down, 1 to go. Student section filling up a bit. Maybe they're starting to notice, hey, it's a game. You know, for all the momentum that's been on the Phantom side, we got an 11-point game here. That's a touchdown and a field goal.
Yeah, definitely still a game here for Loyola. You know, going into the second half, I thought it might all come crumbling down for them, but their defense has really been able to hold out, stopping the Phantoms offense again and again, and then hopefully they can make use of this opportunity on offense here in the fourth quarter.
Definitely. Hopefully Cubs now going the other direction. Maybe that's what they've been missing, you know, the other direction, as it's really starting to cool down here at Pico Union.
Yeah. The good thing is, though, the wind has died down a little bit.
Wind has died down. Wind chill not as factor as Holmes. Warmald is in the tight end spot. Some movement there from Wilkie Wiles out left. Xavier rolling out. He's going to find Wilkie. Complete. Gain of about 2 or 3. Oh, but that's going to be enough for the first down. That's exactly what they want to do. They got out of bounds, stop the clock. Perfect play to start the half. The quarter.
Yeah, definitely a good start from Loyola here as they move the pins. First and 10.
First and 10.
On the Cathedral 43, finally making it into enemy territory here. Hopefully seeing them march out of this offensive possession, see if they switch it up a little bit. Running a lot of screen plays here.
Justin in the backfield. Oh, nowhere to go. Dragged down immediately.
Looked like a bit of a hard hit from where we are, but it looks like he's okay. Yeah, it can get a little sketchy when you run up the middle like that. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 10. No gain, no loss on that one. It'll be interesting to see if Loyola starts, developing their pass game a little bit more. You know, they've been a very run-heavy team so far.
Yeah.
Looks like we have Xavier in the backfield.
Look, Xavier, it seems like they're acknowledging that the protection's not going to be there. Xavier's pretty much rolling out immediately on the passing play. A lot of,
high
missed the snap. He falls on it, but a loss of yards. Gaping hole there on the offensive line, and Cathedral Phantoms take advantage of it. Get back there, get on that ball.
Yeah, definitely not what the Cubs are looking for. You know, they had that initial push into Phantoms territory, but that sack and that high snap just really came back to bite them. Shows how important, though, the center position is. You know, being the primary blocker, but also getting that snap down and perfect.
Definitely. That's tough. 3rd and 22. I mean, I think at this point in the game, it's 4-down territory no matter what.
Yeah, Loyola will need a miracle right now with 3rd and 22 to go. Not they might have to punt.
Xavier from the shotgun, taking a shot deep downfield. No.
Oh, and he catches it.
Oh, shoved out of bounds there.
That was Wilkie Wiles, targeted receiver. But a few yards from there. Yeah, but of course not enough. Still 4th and over 10. Looks like the punt team is going to come out for this one. Sonny playing it safe a little bit here. You know, he recognizes he's still got a good amount of time left.
Yeah.
Only a 2 touchdown game right here. Maybe a field goal and a touchdown too would tie it up. Another high snap. Good kick there. Fair catch called.
Down there by Scott Taylor, number 24. One of those super sophomores starting on varsity.
Yeah, those underclassmen, you know, really make up a lot of this varsity roster.
Can't even drive himself to the game, but he's starting. Speaking of driving yourself to the game, how big of a factor is pregame music getting locked in? How big of a factor is that for getting these players locked in?
I think it's definitely a factor. You know, I think they're in the locker room just bumping music. I know that's what we do with lacrosse and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, to really just get some hyped up.
What's your go-to hype song?
I don't know. I know for lacrosse we always play Hell's Bells, walking out on the field.
It's a great field.
Some good rap music though.
Some Drizzy. Some Drizzy.
Oh yeah.
Some Kanye. So let's see what Cathedral can do here. They got the ball to the 21-yard line. Probably going to pass the ball. Nope, they're starting to run the ball. And I think that's a pretty telltale sign that they are trying to run this clock down. And I can't blame them.
Phantoms getting stopped there a little bit. Still 2nd and 7, a lot of opportunity for them here. But they are deep in their own territory. Hopefully the Loyola defense can take advantage of this. Hopefully make a stop here.
Definitely.
Still 9 minutes left in the game, though. Good amount of time.
Big tackle there, Scott Taylor on the action.
Yeah, nice stop there. Definitely seeing this defense step up a little bit. You know, they weren't as crucial in the first half, but now they're stepping up their game, and you know, no points on the scoreboard from the Phantoms this half.
Leighton Line there on the tackle, number 66. Shout out to Leighton.
Cathedral gain 2 yards, bringing up 3rd and 5.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Huge stop here for the Cubs. Can get the ball back with about 8 minutes left. Cathedral's running the clock down to its full extent. Playing it safe.
So they're going for
They're going to take a deep shot, and he's wide open. Broken coverage again. Beat his man. Huge gain to the Loyola 38-yard line.
Luckily, Zach Bowles was there to make the tackle. Keep from another Cathedral touchdown, but you know, still, that long pass just shows the passing potential from Cathedral during this game.
Touchdown saving tackle on the play by Zach Bowles.
So a Phantom down there. Hopefully he's okay. Thoughts and prayers with him.
Yeah, definitely slow to get up. Hopefully he's okay, you know. Even on the opposing team, you never want to see injuries like that. Because at the end of the day, we're all just students of the game, just trying to get better.
That's what high school sports is all about. It's more about, look, the majority of, look, less than 5% of high school sports athletes, far less, will go on to play in college. And even of those who play in college, far less will play in the pros. It's more about finding out who you are as a person, developing that mental toughness that'll last you your whole life. That's definitely something Loyola has emphasized, preparing you to be as good of a person as you can be for your whole life, not just at Loyola.
Yeah, definitely. We have a very intense athletic program. Usually coming out on top. Football, you know, a bit of a rebuilding year this year, but definitely still an intense program. And you know, one thing we always see consistent throughout all the sports is just the grit of the Loyola Cubs and their how they challenge adversity.
Definitely.
And push through struggle. See this Cathedral player limping off, struggling a little bit.
Okay.
Looks like another leg injury.
Definitely important. Staying healthy. I'm sure Cathedral takes care of their athletes as well as Loyola does. Loyola, a lot of you'll see athletes there early in the morning for recovery, for physical therapy. I mean, it's just really extensive as the snap here. They're gonna pass. He's all over. The Cubs are all over him. They take him down in the backfield. What a play there! Brought down and back into their own territory. It's a loss of gotta be more than almost 10 yards. What do you think, J-Mac?
Yeah, I think about 10 yards. Looks like maybe close to 15. You know, this quarterback, he likes to scramble out really far, and in this case, it really came back to bite him. But, you know, we're finally seeing that that Loyola defense, Cub defense that we love and know, finally getting in the backfield and getting a huge sack there. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 18 on Cathedral's own.
Wow, that's a generous spot.
49-yard line.
That looks like a very generous spot to me. It looks like they brought him down close to the 45.
Yeah, nice blitz there from the
Definitely.
Cubs.
I love that. Saying YOLO, let's send the blitz. The snap comes in. Run up the middle.
Misses the tackle.
Moving defenders. Get some of that yard back that they lost on the side.
Yeah, still in a tough spot right now, Cathedral is. Looks like it's going to be 13 and about.
Bowles there.
3 and about 13, yeah.
3rd and 12.
3 and 12. Okay, Cathedral quarterback in the backfield. A shotgun.
Looks like he's going to pass 3rd and 12. I mean, they've passed on 8 out of 9 out of 10 plays. He's going to roll out to his left. He's going to look downfield. He's going to find nobody. He's going to hit the ground.
Yeah, not bad turnout for the Loyola Cubs there. 4th and 12. Looks like the Cathedral punting team is coming out. I mean, I respect that. They're trying to play it safe, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to maximize their potential on offense, and, you know, going for a 4th and 12 right now would just not be worth it, given the field position.
So the Cubs defense coming up big there, J-Mac. Looking pretty Ferda out there.
Yeah, definitely. You know,
Definitely Ferda.
That's the Cubs defense we look forward to. You know, that's the defense we love and know. Coming up with that stop.
Big time. Now let's see if the offense can get it going. Held scoreless since the first quarter. Punt is there. Cubs crashing in on it, but it's going to be back. Wilkie Wiles back deep to return. It's going to be bounced, and it's going to be down by Cathedral at around the 16, 15-yard line. So Cubs get the ball back. 6 minutes remaining. They know what they have to do. 11.6 minutes. It's been done before.
Yeah, it definitely has. You know, still a close game. Only 3-14. You know, a touchdown or 2 touchdowns for the Cubs would put them in the lead. Definitely a touchdown and a field goal will get them within 1 point of tying the game. But yeah, 6 minutes is definitely a lot of time to work with if they work efficiently. Xavier Rice really leads his boys down the field in this march here.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'd love to see Xavier Rice really take control of this offense, be a field general out there. You know, step up in the pocket, make some good throws. Not that he hasn't been doing that so far. I'd just love to see him continue to do so. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to roll out to his left. Don't get safety here. He's going to throw it. Finds his man, Khalil Cueva, for basically nothing.
Yeah, it looks like again nothing on the play. 2nd and 10. Cubs deep in their own territory on their own 16-yard line. Hopefully they can get out of there and start marching down a little bit more. Of course, get a big play.
So the Cubs lining up. Certainly some great players here. In the slot, you have Wilkie Wiles, player on and off the field, that is. As he's going to go run deep. He's going to run a post, high post. This ball's going to be passed. Not catchable. Good coverage there by the Cathedral DB.
Yeah, you know, this Cathedral defense definitely coming up big here. Pretty underestimated factor of this game.
Huge. Antonio Walton for Cathedral with excellent coverage there. Locking it down. Huge. Because big play here for the Cubs could be the momentum that they need.
Yeah, quite possibly. Hopefully a big play will really put them out in front on this possession. See what
the Cubs need something to swing the momentum back in their way. They're going to throw it over the middle to Khalil Cueva, and he's going to be brought down. Nothing doing. 6 yards, but not close to the first.
Yeah, it's still going to be about 4th and 10, maybe a little bit more. But it looks like Loyola is going to go for it.
They're going to go for it, 4-down territory. I like this aggressive play call, not play ball. Let's see what they can do here. Xavier from the shotgun. Can he get some protection? Yes, he can. All kinds of time. Oh.
Almost picked off by the Cathedral defense.
Yeah, tough play there. Pressure got to him. He had to get rid of it.
That's one of those plays, though, you know, you're late in the 4th quarter, you just kind of have to go for it. And he had a lot of time, you know, offensive line really putting in the effort there. But sadly, Xavier could not get.
Cathedral with the ball in Loyola territory. You know, they say it's not over till the fat lady sings. And she's not singing yet, but she's warming up her voice. She's doing her vocal warm-ups right now, her vocal exercises. It's not looking pretty bleak here for the Cubs.
Yeah, you know, I felt like that possession with the Cubs kind of nailed the coffin, so to speak.
Yeah.
If only they'd scored there, they might have a chance here, but 5 minutes left, not looking too good for the Cubs.
Gonna be a run play. They're gonna try to run the clock down. He's just moving the boys. Finally ganged up on him, taken down. We're getting to the point where the Cubs need to be getting every first down they can, or it's just gonna continue to. The situation is just gonna continue to go south.
Yeah, Cathedral, you know, great field position here. It looks like they're in the Looks like they're in
the red zone.
Loyola red zone, yeah. The party might be over for the Cubs.
Yeah.
Cathedral gains 6 yards. 2nd and 4 is up next.
They're going to run them. Oh, ball comes loose, but he managed to get it. Number 4. He's going to cut it outside. It's Rosh Dixon, I believe. Or Nixon. And he can be brought down.
Yeah, definitely. Cathedral's probably going to try to play this a little bit more conservatively, not as much pass play. But I don't know. You never know with a strong passing offense like this. Looks like a stacked D-line here.
Stacked D-line. Looks like they're going to try and run it up the middle.
Oh. A little bit of running in there.
Short.
Oh, yeah.
Look, one thing about this Loyola defense.
They don't give up.
They don't give up. We don't do that here. We don't give up at Loyola. It's just not a part of the Loyola DNA. Would you agree?
I would definitely agree. You know, you fight till the very end no matter what. I think that's consistent across all sports here. I think it's kind of woven into our Loyola culture as Cubs.
Definitely.
Never giving in, no matter how bleak the circumstances may feel.
Harris on the tackle for the Cubs. Gain of 1 to the 3. 2nd and goal.
Second and goal here. Cathedral looking to punch it in. It's going to be stuffed by the Cubs. Goal line stand. Bend but don't break. That's what they're doing. 3 minutes. Clock continues to tick down.
Yeah, I think at this point Cathedral is just trying to get that clock to run out. You know, they've pretty much secured the victory here.
But
I mean, never say never.
No, never say never.
In a game like football, there's always time for something.
No apparent game, possibly a loss of 1 at most. Nevertheless, it is 3rd and goal, Cathedral.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and goal for Cathedral on the Loyola 3-yard line. Looks like another timeout by Loyola. If you're just joining us here, currently in a timeout right now. Score is 3-14, Phantoms leading. Late in this fourth quarter, only 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game. Not looking too good for the Loyola Cubs. But you know, as we were saying, they never give up, and we can see that through this goal line stand here. They're fighting for their dignity right now, not necessarily to win. Cardinals offense taking the field again.
Two minutes, 39 seconds remaining. Cathedral's looking to run this clock out. 3rd down. Loyola desperate. They're in panic mode here. Just trying to lock it down here.
Yeah, definitely. If they can make a stop here, they can at least prove a point.
Oh, cuts to the outside. He's going to score. And he's in for a
Looks
touchdown.
like it is in.
And that's the game.
Yep, that kind of sealed Loyola's fate there, you know. May have had a chance early in the fourth quarter, but unfortunately our offense just couldn't turn up. And it is 3-20 Phantoms.
20-3 Phantoms. Looks like this one's pretty much in the books, in the record books. The kick is good.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bleak for the Cubs here.
Certainly. This one's over.
Most certainly a Phantoms win here. You know, going into the game, I think we thought this was going to be a really, really close matchup, really close game. Unfortunately, the Cubs defense just couldn't catch up with that that great pass game that the Cathedral Phantoms have, unfortunately. But you know, every game loss is always a learning experience.
Certainly,
especially for the Cubs. And this season, especially, will serve a great deal towards kind of training those underclassmen, that next generation of players, and hopefully we'll get a championship next year. But it doesn't look like it this year.
Here's the kick. It's going to be fielded by Desi Valdez. Pretty good kick returner here for the Cubs. He cuts it to the right. He's going to get some blocks. He's going to get some room to run. He's out past the 30. Out past the 40. He's tackled around on the 43-yard line.
Multiple Phantoms in on the containment. 24-27-88 leading the way. Hassan Johnson.
Loyola offense coming back out on the field.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they have nothing to lose at this point. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, take a shot. Why don't they, huh?
They go for something here. Definitely don't want to risk injury, though.
No.
Especially in a game that's pretty much already over.
I think it'd be fun to see some go routes here from players like Wilkie.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Going to be caught by Khalil. And out of the hands. That's a fumble.
Looks like a fumble, yeah. He had full possession.
By Cathedral. Tackle by Wilkie Wiles.
Man, really can't catch a break here.
Cannot catch a break.
Loyola Cubs.
I mean,
that's about going to seal the game there.
It's pretty emblematic of how this game's been going so far.
Yeah, Cathedral just kind of chipping away at the Loyola defense.
Yeah. So, looks like that's about it. 2 minutes, 13 seconds remaining. I wouldn't be surprised if Loyola doesn't even try and bother calling their timeouts, as this one's pretty much wrapped up. But, as we said, never give up. It's in the Loyola DNA.
Exactly. You know, at least you're getting those reps in, that practice in, and hopefully getting better for your next opponent.
Always getting better. St. Francis, big game. Huge rivalry.
Yeah, senior
Cathedral,
night
they're going to
next
throw it. He's going to be trying to stay in bounds. He's Donovan Beckham, and he will. He's taken down. Clock's going to continue running past 2 minutes.
Yeah, at this point, Cathedral just trying to run out that clock.
At this point, Cathedral could hop in that victory formation. This one's pretty much in the books. Continue that fat lady singing riff. I guess you could say that she's on the riser. She has her songbook open, and she's just waiting for the conductor. She knows she's about to sing. She's just waiting for the conductor to give that signal, and she'll start to vocalize. They're going to run the ball. He's wrapped up in the backfield. Nice tackle there, but it means nothing. But great play. Great play. Look, I'd love to see the Cubs finish strong here. Take that momentum, you know, get some tackles for loss like that. Just continue on that. Even if they can't necessarily win, you know, get the momentum going for St. Francis, because it's a big game.
Yeah, definitely.
Huge game.
If anything, this is just a learning experience, trying to get better for St. Francis senior night next week. And it looks like the clock will be running out, only 53 seconds.
Seconds remaining. As we've said before, thank you so much for watching. This broadcast has been brought to you by courtesy of the John Malloy Broadcast Club. We'll be back next week. We won't be on the call, but the live stream will be here.
Looks like a knee will close out this game here. Definitely not what the Cubs were looking for. Thought there would be a closer matchup.
But we had a good time spending the evening with you guys, and we hope you enjoyed spending the evening with us. And thank you for watching, as always.